Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're here. We're in Portugal for the first time in quite some time. We're back and we're ready to get going for what should be a great Portuguese Grand Prix. Of course, all the drivers on the grid with Joachim, Trumpet, Ruben, Tristan, Starworld, Jacob, Baco, Sakofa, Frost, Zebra, Yoshi, of course, Kenny, Beast Mode, and Silver Arrow. And the list goes on there, but of course, we're here in Portugal and Portimao, and it's going to be fun to watch this qualifying session of all these talented drivers around here, and we'll see how the strategy plays out, of course, in this Grand Prix. It's definitely going to be intriguing because last time we were here earlier, it was a really thrilling, incredible strategy that played off perfectly for the F3 winner, and of course, that was the man himself. So give him the props, give him the credit, give him everything he wants. And oh my god. Why is my freaking thumbnail not ever working? That's what I want to know. I just want to know that. Literally, I have tried it 3 times now, and it still doesn't work. Yeah. Awesome. Oh my god. Literally had the thumbnail and everything ready, but whatever. Whatever. Just assume I didn't do that. Whatever. So frustrating, actually. Yeah, here you go. There's the times, y'all. You know, let me fix the thumbnail because it doesn't want to freaking work. God, I hate this game. I literally hate YouTube sometimes. I swear, dude. Thumbnail never freaking works. It's just so frustrating. There's your times, y'all. And while y'all look at the times, I'm going to try and fix this bull crap that's happening right now. So stupid. So frustrating. Actually. Annoys the living crap out of me. It also doesn't help when Photoshop doesn't want to let me do a JPG format right now. It's so stupid. Okay, finally it freaking works. Hold on. Gotta love the technical difficulties, y'all. On YouTube. On everything, honestly. It's the best. You just can't beat it, honestly. You really can't. But hope everyone's having a nice, incredible day. It's obviously going to be a really good GP. F3 was very entertaining, so I'm excited to see how this one goes, honestly. So Like, why does it take me 88 different attempts to just upload a freaking thumbnail? Okay, it literally says, could I be more than this? Like, bro, I get it. But, like, let me... Thank you. Hold on. Hope that works. Hold on. Let's see here. Now it wants to upload. I hate this. Okay. Well, we're good now. Finally got it working. But this is what qualifying is looking like. We got 2 minutes on the clock right now, 2:05 actually. And we still are seeing the times go through. And now Frost is on pole at the moment. Then it's Yoshi, Baco, Silver, of course, Yakum, Tristan, Trumpet. Unfortunately, still there's a lot of drivers that have to go. Jacob, Zebra, Kenny, Sokofa, Beast Mode. Those guys are still waiting to go. I mean, you can even add Star World to that list as well. But we'll see how these this qualifying session is finished, honestly. I gotta say, it's extremely frustrating how this has been so far. Like, all I'm trying to do is commentate for y'all. I gotta say, it's extremely frustrating how I mean, we've been having issues after issues. It's stupid. But I got it working finally. You know, I'm honestly excited to see how these guys do today. Comes Zebra. Where's he going to line up? He's on pole at the moment. 58.217. Sokofa 58.280. Does anyone have a time to even get that? Beast Mode, what does he got in his sleeve? He's got pole. That's what he's got. He was practicing all morning long. At around 7 in the morning, I saw this guy on, bruh. But that is going to do it for qualifying here. Row number 1 is going to be Beast Mode and Zebra. Row 2, Sokofa and Frost. Row 3, Yoshi and Baco. Row 4, Silver and Yakum. Row 5, Tristan and Trumpet. Then we have Jacob, Ruben, and Starwood and Kenny still not qualifying. So they're invalidated, I'm guessing. But that is what we're looking at, ladies and gentlemen, for that qualifying session. A great qualifying session at that. What's up, Frost? How does it feel to start 4th today in Portugal? It must feel good. All the drivers going around. You'd love to see it. The Mercedes, the Aston Martin. Of course, the Alpine of Trumpet. Yoshi. You then got Frost, of course. Baco, Zebra, Yakum, Ribbon. And then Kenny all the way back with that Red Bull. It is very weird not to see Cyrax anymore, I have to say, honestly. I've had to get used to it, but still, it's just kind of hard to get used to at this point. But Beastman on pole after what was a really fun qualifying session. For a sec, I thought Yoshi was going to be on pole, but he drops all the way down to the 5th position. So, something for you. Let me ping everyone. Sorry. There we go. I got it working finally. Glad the thumbnail finally worked. And look at Nas making a, I think a pit start maybe, possibly. We'll see. Is he going to start from pit road? No. He's going to go around the circuit. Caesar picked to win this one. It's kind of hard to pick, I have to say. The 2 championship contenders from last year on the front row. It's definitely going to be cool to see these guys go into turn 1, and we'll see how the strategy plays off for them as well. Of course, Star World officiating with Commander this season. He retired. So you got to win this one. Blakan is in the chat, and he says, let's go, Yakum. I don't blame you. Yakum has a lot of love in the server, I have to say. A lot of love. He is probably the most supported driver on the streams, I have to say. There are always people that want him to win. Unfortunately, y'all, the stream for F2 was cut short, or F3, sorry. It was cut short due to a power outage at my house, so unfortunate, but we're here. Now, what is the strategy going to be in this Grand Prix? I guess we're going to find out. "67 laps of Grand Prix racing around Portimao. And Nas finally gets it going. The last car on the grid. So here is your starting lineup here in Portugal. Row number 1, Beast Mode and Zebra, of course, the Mercedes driver, and the Ferrari. Then after that, you have Sakova and Frost, the Mercedes and the Haas. After that, you then have row number 3 with Yoshi in the Red Bull, Baco in the Aston Martin. Row number 4, we have Baco in the Aston... Hold on. Sorry, hold on. No, it just glitched. Silver in the Aston Martin. And Yakum. Then after that, we have Tristan, Trumpet. That's Jacob, Ruben, Kenny, and Nas. That is what your starting lineup is looking like for today's Portuguese Grand Prix. Well, we're about to see what should be a fun one, I have to say, in terms of strategy, in terms of importance in this championship, of course, we head into the next Grand Prix. It's going to be a fun one, obviously, going to a circuit that we, of course, have been known to see as of late, and that is Barcelona. Then we go to Austria. We go to Monaco for the first time, Silverstone, and then, of course, the Nürburgring, Spa, Zandvoort, Monza, Montreal, and then we go to Austin, Texas for the Circuit of the Americas GP, and then we ended off in Interlagos, but that is what it's looking like to get this thing underway. And we are going to see an absolute classic, I think, today. And we will see what the point standings are by the end of this one. Right now, in the driver's standings, Frost is leading by 7 points after Suzuka on the man himself, Sakofa. Sakofa, honestly, it's interesting. Both of the two drivers right now, in first and second, are starting third and fourth for today's Grand Prix. So we're going to see a fun one today. It's going to be an absolute blast to watch. Beast Mode and Zebra, the former championship contenders from last season, on the front row, and we're about to see an absolute classic. It's lights out, and away we go. Zebra on the inside, trying to make the move. Can he quite get there? It's going to be interesting to get into turn one. And Zebra gets absolutely no room. Frost upside down, and it's absolute traffic jam in the back of the pack. And Frost all the way from fourth down to last, and Nas and Jacob also in the back. Absolute chaos to this Grand Prix, and Beast Mode might have a warning for that. But it's a 1-2 for Mercedes early on. It's Yoshi in third, and then it's Zebra, Tristan, Bocco trying to make the move as well. Joachim on the inside, same with Silva, Ruben, Kenny, Trumpet, and Jacob. Then back here it is Nas and Frost. Frost has been one of the quickest drivers on the grid. He's been practicing left, right, and center every chance he gets, and he's been so consistent as of late. We're on lap number 1, and now we're about to head into lap number 2 of this Grand Prix. Beast Mode leads here at Portimao. Now the question really is, how will the strategies play into the part of this Grand Prix? It's definitely going to be fun to see how it plays out, because the last Grand Prix we watched, well, it ended in a whole strategize phenomenon, and of course that led to the winner of the F3 race being the winner. It was a great strategy play. Mr. Revenge didn't quite work out for him, but he did finish second after all, so of course he still won the first race of the season. And then he goes to second in this next one. So, good on him. He's having a good season, but props to the driver that won today. And of course, that was the man himself, as DRS is enabled. There's going to be Beast Mode to go for Yoshi in third, then Zebra in that fourth position with the Ferrari. Then we have, of course, Tristan, Bocco, and then Silva, Joachim, Kenny up here in front of Jacob, and then it's Trumpet on the inside trying to make the move possibly. Frost and Ruben into the picture, but Nas all the way in the back of the pack. And of course, it was a good strategy race, and we'll see if there's going to be a lot of strategy in this one, you know, saving fuel in this one early on. A lot of drivers have been really good at that, as Yoshi went wide, and Zebra just made the most out of it. He takes that third position. And then behind him, Bocco and Tristan. It's going to be a DRS train behind. Silva going to go on that outside line, not trying to cause any carnage as they get into the hairpin. Joachim going to take that position, and Silva going to have to be a little careful. Kenny is right there on the Red Bull. Beast Mode and Sakofa right behind as well. What I mean by right behind, I mean Sakofa is right behind Beast Mode. And so is Zebra Yoshi. So it's Mercedes 1-2. The Ferrari in third and the Red Bull in fourth. And Sakofa going to go down the inside and take that lead from Beast Mode. And here comes Zebra up the inside. He's going to try and take that position, and he will do exactly that. But here comes Beast Mode right up the inside again. He's going to try and again retake that position. Down the hairpin, there you go. Beast Mode, nice corner, but not quite for Yoshi in that Red Bull. So behind, of course, the top five, we have Silver, Joachim, Trumpet, and Frost. Frost down the inside of Trumpet. Can he make that position? It looks like he's going to try and challenge Trumpet for it. Definitely got to be careful. Kenny right there as well. You do not want to force yourself into that position. And Kenny lost it. Got a bumper glitch off of the back of Frost, I think, possibly. Could have been Trumpet, but looks like Beast Mode going to retake the lead here in Portugal. Lap number 6. And there's one driver on the grid that has the laps working at the moment. Well, it looks like the laps are not working, but if you look here, they are working. It's just, it's a technical difficulty on the scoreboard on the right. We're on lap number 6 here of 67. It's going to be a long one, but it's going to be a thriller, I think, honestly, when it comes to strategy. Joachim and Silver side by side. Going through the hairpin now. Joachim into the corner. Going to take that position, but here comes Silver right up the inside again. And Silver will take it. Frost going to go on the inside here. And Silver down pit lane. We're going to definitely see what the strategy comes into play for both drivers. And that being Sakofa and Beast Mode as they lead. But here comes Zebra as well. The top three kind of pulling away from Yoshi and Bako. Bako going to take that position away from Yoshi, and he will move up to P4. And Yoshi kind of lost it there. Got a little bit of a bumper glitch off of the back of Bako and that Aston Martin. And of course, guys, if you are enjoying the stream, make sure to drop a like. That'd be greatly appreciated. Sakofa leads with Beast Mode in the back of him. And then, of course, Zebra in third. Fourth is Bako. Fifth is Yoshi. And then it's Frost, Joachim. Then we have, of course, Trumpet actually behind Joachim. A nice run from him so far. We'll definitely see what comes into play for Yoshi. Down pit lane. Getting some fuel in the car. And there's something wrong with Yoshi. There's an issue with the Red Bull on pit lane. The car has stopped on pit lane, and I do not know what has happened to it, but it's just really unfortunate for Yoshi. We'll see what happens, but it could be a glitch on my end. I do not know, honestly. But all I do know is Beast Mode is leading, and that is what exactly you need to know. Yoshi is out of the session. And it just, again, not the circuit for him. He's had really bad luck when it comes to this circuit. If I'm not mistaken, he started on pole last season. And he fell and had that absolute start that was way too early, an early start to the Grand Prix, and he jumps and lost all of that and never really was able to collect himself. And again, it just goes to say how important it is to get practice, as Sakofa and Beast Mode lead in that Mercedes 1-2. Ferrari in third. And Yoshi, it's been confirmed his dad came home, so he's going to the gym. So that is why he is not here for the rest of the Grand Prix, just so y'all know. And this is what the gap is looking like right now for this top 3 on the 4 of Baco in that Aston Martin, of course. Well, of course, we probably should put up the standings, honestly, for y'all, because why? Well, you know, you might as well see them. Let's look at the constructor standings first, honestly, after what was honestly a very interesting race, I have to say, and Suzuka. So, of course, you look here, and you see it. You can see it was definitely... It's definitely going well for Mercedes so far. With that 1-2 of Sakofa and Beast Mode, they've been very good as of late in points. But, you know, give them the credit they deserve. I mean, they're leading right now in this Grand Prix. So, again, it just goes to show how important practice is when it comes to Formula Nitro. And, of course, second Haas, actually. It's pretty cool to see them there. But that is what the standings are looking like in the team constructor standings here after the Suzuka race of the Japanese Grand Prix. Well, so far lap 11, and it's been pretty interesting. It's been kind of a train race right now, as Baco also gaining on Zebra. So now this top 4 all together at the moment. So this is the gap right now. That's what I wanted to show y'all real quick. Between Baco, who's in the top 4, to Joachim, is in 5th at the moment. That is a huge gap at that. So lap 12 out of 67. Sakofa leading, Beast Mode in 2nd, and it's Zebra and Baco in that top 4. Joachim is in 5th, and it's Ruben. Then all the way back there, Kenny actually making some progress, it looks like. Of course, the former Fortnite NASCAR veteran. Making his first season in Formula Nitro. No one in pit lane yet so far for this top 4. We'll see how long it takes for them, honestly. It's not really ideal for the Alpines of Trumpet and Nas. And Sakofa and Beast Mode, they lead the pack at the moment. Let's give you a, a view from the top of the clouds here, as it looks like Joachim down pit lane as well. This is your helicopter view at the moment. Yeah. So you can really see what everything is going on at the circuit right now. You can see that Sakofa and Beast Mode right now leading that pack of 4 being in the top 4. And all the way back here, who honestly could be some lap traffic soon, is going to be Nas, who's not having the best day, unfortunately for him. Well, let's look at what is happening right now as they get on the front stretch. It looks like it's, again, a train of thought, and that is Sokofa and Beast Mode. They're kind of honestly pulling away from Zebra and Barco. So we'll keep an eye on that. And Trumpet has stopped in the middle of the circuit. And that is going to be a virtual safety car. Of course, Trumpet was in front of Nas, and Nas just overtook him. So I really do not know what happened there. But we hope Trumpet is alright. Looks like he gets the car rolling again. And DRS will be disabled. And it looks like we're back green here. Now let's see how the strategy will play off for these drivers. And Beast Mode down pit lane. Let's see how it goes for him. He's been studying this circuit like it's some sort of Spanish exam. Or should I say Portuguese exam? So Beast Mode, of course, getting off pit lane. And you can see right now what is happening here. There are drivers that are a lap down. It's Kenny, Silva, Joachim, Ruben, and Frost as well. Same with Nas. Just the gap is huge at the moment. But it's going to change when, you know, these top drivers, of course, such as Sokofa, such as Zebra, such as Baco, who are going down pit lane as quickly as possible. So this is the gap you need to look at right now. Who's going to take the lead? Sokofa down at the pit lane. Baco down the pit lane. Same with Zebra. Zebra gets into the car. He's going to fuel it up. And here comes Tristan flying down the straightaway. At that final corner. And it looks like Tristan is going to lead here. And it's going to be Jacob and Beast Mode. So the strategy playing off well for them so far. But Tristan leading the Grand Prix at the moment. And then it's Beast Mode in second. And then, of course, behind him is Jacob. Then it's Sokofa in that Mercedes. So that's your gap right now between first, second, third, and fourth right now. So apparently, from what I've heard on the radio right now, Trumpet, his computer basically disconnected his controller. And it said his battery died. When his controller has 87% battery. You got to love technology, I have to say. Well, oh my God. My throat is absolutely on fire. That's why I need Vex in the booth for me, honestly. But right now it's Tristan and Jacob. And then Sokofa. Beast mode falling back a bit. Something must have happened between beast mode, possibly. But here's your order at the moment. It's Tristan, Jacob, Sokofa, beast mode, Bocco, Zebra. And then after that it's Kenny, Joachim, Ruben, Frost, Silver, and then Nas, of course. All the way back here in the back of the pack. And Jacob down pit road. Tristan's still not pitting yet. We'll see how that strategy plays out for him. So Jacob just now exiting the pit lane. And he already has a warning for track limits, unfortunately for him. Not the most ideal to get at, ideal exit out of pit lane, I have to say. And a warning for Zebra as well. And Tristan down pit lane, and that will give Sokofa the lead again. In Portugal. He's got a pretty big gap on beast mode, and Bocco going to go down the inside of him. And Bocco, nice move to take that second position. So the Aston Martin of Bocco there, taking that second position away. And honestly, if you're the second, third, and fourth spot runner, you really need to work together to gain on Sokofa. But at the same time, Sokofa has been very good, but also the other drivers behind him have been very solid at that. And it looks like we have another driver out of the session. Do not know exactly who it is. Hold on. I thought Nas was out of it, but he's not. Might have been a glitch. Might have been a mistake, possibly. But it is what it is. Or no, honestly, it might have been Trumpet. I think it was Trumpet, actually. Yeah, honestly, it probably, yeah. So it looks like 2 DNFs so far in this one, and that is, of course, Yoshi and Trumpet. So one of the Alpines down. And unfortunately for Yoshi, I mean, he had a solid start to the day, and it just hasn't worked out for him. You hate to see it for the young lad, honestly. I mean, honestly, if you look at the driver standings right now, the lad is in 15th. He's not having the greatest of occurrences, I have to say, but this is not going to add anything to that. And it's unfortunate, really. But that's your gap right now. Tristan all the way back behind Silver and Frost. And Sokofa just leading the pack, as he has done this season, mostly. Beast Mode down the inside of Bocco, trying to take it again, and he will. So again in Beast Mode, and Sakova in the 1-2. Back and forth we go between this first and second position, and obviously third and fourth as well. It's been really a dominant performance from this top four. And Nas. Whoa. He might as well retire from the Grand Prix at this point. I mean, he's going to be a lap car. Look how slow he is compared to Joachim and Kenny. Kenny and Joachim are just going to fly by him possibly if Nas lets him by. Looks like he's going to go wide, let him by, and he will do exactly that. He's not going to have the DRS either, so it's not really ideal at all for Nas, and he's going to go another lap down. So his lap down. Unfortunately for Nas, it's just not been ideal at all for him, but this is what it's looking like right now here. At the moment, it is Sakova leading, and then it's Beast Mode, Zebra, Bocco, and then we of course have Joachim, Kenny, and yeah, forget about Nas. Nas is all the way back in last place at the moment. It's then Frost, Silver, and we have Tristan, Jacob, and then all the way back here, Ruben. So that's what it's looking like right now. Sakova down the front stretch. You can just see this. I mean, if we fly up here, you can see the different drivers around the circuit right now. And honestly, it's very impressive to say the least. And of course, guys, if you are enjoying the stream, make sure to drop a like. That'd be greatly appreciated. It's the first time I've really tried to commentate the whole Grand Prix. And so far, so good. Yeah. Of course, you can commentate the whole Grand Prix, but it's really hard to do, I have to say. Because when you are solo, you have to be talking to yourself the entire time. You've got to be entertained, of course, but it takes time. It takes effort. And that's exactly what I decided to do today. I definitely don't think I'll be able to stream later tonight. Already tired from this one, from these two. Also just want to watch the NBA playoffs, if anything, but... So let's get a view of what it looks like in the grandstands. Of course, there's no fans at the moment. There are fans, it's just they're invisible, if I do say so myself. So let's watch the gap, and you know what? I've been talking this entire time. Let's give you guys the experience of a lifetime. Honestly, I'm gonna stop commentating, and you can listen to the cars go by. We've got some Formula Nitro. Crank it up. Oh shoot! I thought I was muted. Well, so far, we're here on lap 30 out of 67 here in Portimao, and Beast Mode leads with Sakofa in second, and it's Zebra and Baco. That's your top four. We go all the way down to that 5th position, and it is none other than Kenny, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, Kenny in that 5th position. Give him the credit. He's done a really good job today. Then it's Frost Silver, Nas all the way in last place. And honestly, man, the drivers that have not done really well today and the strategy hasn't played off is Jacob so far, Ruben, Joachim, and Nas, unfortunately. I don't really think I could include Jacob in that. I mean, honestly, he's just got a different strategy than a lot of drivers right now. What map is this? This map is Portimao. It is Portugal. You could also see, honestly, that there are other drivers up here forward. Still need to go and make the pit stop. There's going to be lots of strategy coming into play for this one. 67 laps of racing here, and we've done 31 of them. We're almost halfway there. We're almost living on a prayer at that. And Sakofa leading this Grand Prix, done an incredible job so far with Beast Mode as well. And give Zebra and Baco some credit. They're right there just hanging along with this pack at the moment. About 5 car lengths between all the drivers here in this top 4, but it's going to change real quickly when they get into this DRS zone. Obviously, they're still neck and neck here, but Sakofa will maintain the lead. I think it's just all really coming to strategy at the moment. But honestly, it's kind of a traffic jam in front of this pack of Sakofa, Beast Mode, Zebra, and Baco. Frost trying to go on the outside, and of course Frost started in that second row of this Grand Prix, and well, honestly, his strategy kind of just died, mainly because of the fact that he got absolutely destroyed on that opening turn, heading right into turn 1, and it was absolute carnage. Joachim lost control of the car, and Frost again lost it almost, but again, going to go on that inside, and he just tries to force his way through, and the driver next to him just not giving him the room he needs. So Beast Mode down pit road. A little bit of a slow exit there, gets the car right in the lines, the way you need to do it. And here comes Nas in the Alpine. And we're definitely going to see some lap traffic approach Sakofa, Zebra, and Baco momentarily, I have to say. But Beast Mode will fly by the Nas and Tristan machine. And Tristan is still on the same lap as him. It's just, I don't know, the strategy will play off well, you know? But honestly, what we're going to look at right now is the fact that Baco, Sakofa, and of course the black and white Zebra himself and we are just going to completely ignore the neons I did earlier today. It's all good, it happens. So the pit road battle is commencing right now. My game, of course, is frozen as I'm saying that. There we go. Finally, we get it back on. But look at the pack we've got here. Sakofa maintaining that lead. A great pit stop for him. Zebra now up to second. Beast Mode in third. And then it's Bonko. And then Tristan. Welcome to the party. He joins that top 5. And Jacob, of course, as well as there. It's Nas and Kenny. But Nas going to go wide. Let Kenny by. It just not has been the day for Nas. I will say that. And here they come down the hill into turn 1. And with Bonko having the track limits, Jacob might be able to gain something. I think Kenny and Nas. Kenny. Nas is out of the picture in this one. His race is over. And it's been long gone. I think it literally died on the opening lap. Just hasn't been the day for Nasir Place. And Sakova, a little bit of a warning on the track limit. So Zebra right now in the back bumper. He might be able to take that position away from Sakova if he forces it. He's going to try and go up the inside. Psych, I'm kidding. He's actually not going to do that. He's going to save fuel. You can hear him go off the throttle. He has that DRS, but there are ways you can still have DRS and just kind of say, oh, you know what? Hold back a bit. I'm going to save fuel here. I'm not going to force an overtake when I can just save fuel. And that's exactly what he's doing. And that is why he is a champion in Formula Nitro. Of course, there are lots of drivers in Formula Nitro that really do deserve some credit. And, you know, you really have to say, man, there are lots of champions. And, you know, F1, of course, Hurricane, Sakova, Nas, a 2-time champion. Then Beast Mode for Aston Martin. And, of course, Zebra last season in that Ferrari, the Scuderia. Very happy with making this move of course, having Zebra for a long run. He's been a very talented driver. It's about dang time Ferrari does something. And of course, this broadcast is brought to you by FRSN, the Fortnite Racing Streaming Network. Go subscribe to the channel right now today. It is completely free. Also, go drop a like on the stream right now if you haven't already. It is lap 37. We are halfway through it. 30 laps to go in this one. And Sakova, Zebra, Beast Mode, and Bonko lead the pack. Then Kenny also here in this picture. And Frost. Who, honestly, man, you got to feel bad for Frosty. Was having a good start to this Grand Prix, and then unfortunately, well, his good start to the Grand Prix was, you know, the start of the race, and then heading into turn 1, it was an absolute death sentence for the young lad. You just got to feel bad for him at that point. So Tristan and Jacob staying with each other, it looks like. Well, it looks like Nas is honestly refusing. And you gotta feel bad, honestly, for Nas. He's just not had that run at all. And it looks like the car has stopped on pit road. He's not getting out of the car. And I think that might mean he is retiring from this Grand Prix. So it looks like both Alpines are going to probably DNF for this Grand Prix. Not ideal at all for them. So right now it is, of course, Kofa leading the pack with Zebra. And there's a little bit of a gap between Beast Mode and Zebra. That's something I've noticed, so keep an eye on that. Possibly different strategy in play for both drivers. Bucko down the inside of Beast Mode. And I was correct on that. Nas is out of the Grand Prix, and so we've had 3 DNFs in this Grand Prix. Yoshi, of course, is race ending on lap number 7. Trumpet ending on lap 14. And Nas ending on lap 37. So that is what it looks like for all the drivers that have DNF from this Grand Prix so far. And it's unfortunate, really, honestly. And so Kofa holding on to the lead at the moment. He's just done a very, very good job at holding that position, I have to say. And of course, Zebra, honestly, you gotta give him also another thing of credit. He's playing the patient game, where you really just gotta test your patience and play back on the DRS and not force your way past him. You can get on his back bumper and, you know, slipstream in a way. But other than that, it's not ideal for Beast Mode and Bucko because they need some DRS. They're going to probably train back. And it looks like both drivers right now separated from each other. And those being Zebra and Beast Mode. The 2 championship contenders from last season. The 2 that had an absolutely incredible battle at Interlagos for the finale. 5 days or 3 days before Christmas, something around those lines. It was right next to that holiday season. A very long Formula Nitro season, but this season is going to be a lot shorter. We all say that. Down the hairpin they go. And down the hill they go. So your top 5 right now. It's Kofa, Zebra, Bucko, Beast Mode, and Kenny. Give him the credit. He's done a really good job today. Hopefully his strategy plays off perfectly for him. It'd be cool to see him in the top 5. Maybe even on the podium today. But then after that, it is honestly just calamity with Frost, who has had an unfortunate day, really. I'm surprised he hasn't DNF'd and gone to watch the Timberwolves game, who are up 10 at the moment, Frost, if you're listening to the broadcast. I doubt you are, considering you're racing, but they are. Jacob down the inside of Tristan. He's going to try and take that position. He will. Comfortably. Joachim as well. And then it's Ruben, who's got a lot of drivers who are at a pack now. So after it being about a 5 car length advantage from Zebra on beast mode, they've got right back up, and it's now that 4 car pack again, and they've got Ruben right on their hindsights. And look at all the drivers right now that have just on lap 44. It's honestly wild. It kind of reminds me of those classic Richmond races. So from what I'm looking at right at the moment, it looks like we're really going to see this top 4 just stay together this whole time. And it's not separate at all. And if one of them do, it's probably going to be the end of the Grand Prix, honestly. Unless the safety car comes out. And it looks like Ruben has got a lot of drivers behind him. Objects in the mirror are closer than they appear. Well, for him, they are closer than ever. Sokofa, Zebra, Bonko, and Beast Mode are right there on Ruben. And Ruben going to go wide and let them all pass. And respectfully so, Ruben, a very class driver, I have to say. He's going to stay with his pack too, so he's going to have the DRS train. But who's right there behind him? Kenny is here, ladies and gentlemen. He is here. And he's finding something in that car, looks like. Down the hill they go. It's in that final corner. And honestly, give him the credit. Kenny's done a really good job today. But unfortunately, it looks like he had a pit, so... really unfortunate for him, I have to say. So this is your gap right now at the moment. Look at this. That is what we're looking at the moment. And that is the gap at the moment here at Portimao for the Portuguese Grand Prix. Lap 49 out of 67. So Zebra, Sokofa, Baco, Ruben at the moment. As it looks like Beast Mode pits. And Kenny is right there with them. So the strategy might have played off perfectly for Kenny. We will find out momentarily, but it looks like Beastman and Kenny staying together. There's Tristan and Jacob as well as Frost as well in the picture. But Zebra, Sokofa, Baco, and Ruben all pitting at the same time, it looks like. Zebra the first one in his slot. Silver also exiting pit lane as well. So Kova going to enter his pit lane. Same with Baco there. And let's see how Zebra does here with his pit stop. And he gets off perfectly. And Ruben as well going to fly in front of Zebra. Unfortunately for Ruben, I have to say, he's still a lap down. But Zebra miraculously is leading this Grand Prix. As you can see there. So, what a great strategy from Zebra. He takes the lead of the Grand Prix, and Sokofa, Baco, Beast Mode, Kenny, Tristan, Jacob, and Frost are all packed up here. The traffic jam in the back. Now, will Ruben hold up Zebra? So Frost and Jacob pitting down pit lane now. Zebra taking that position away from absolutely no one, actually, because Ruben is not even in first. He's not even second. He's all the way in dead last. I'm kidding. He's not really, but he's a lap down with drivers such as Joachim, Silva. And honestly, he might be dead last. I'm not kidding. Yeah, he is. He's dead last, unfortunately for him. I was trying to be respectful to him, but he's dead last. He's still going to score some points, possibly, due to the DNFs of Nas, Trumpet, and Yoshi, so something for him, it looks like. Well, guys, of course, if you're enjoying the stream, make sure to drop a like. That'd be greatly appreciated. This broadcast, of course, is presented by Piranha, your official tire of Formula Nitro, and then, of course, Liquid Mold. And then, of course, if you want to get yourself a watch or any special, you know, stuff for your loved ones, for yourself, maybe you want to spoil yourself on the weekend, you can go to the store Relax right now. Relax.com has got the best watches, of course, as well as, you know, all the things you want, honestly. It's got a plenty in the selection. So, yeah, go check it out at relax.com, and also you get a Piranha as well. Anyways, Zebra leads. It's then, of course, Sokofa, Baco, Beast Mode, and Kenny. It's been an absolute fun one to watch here at the beautiful Portuguese circuit in Portimao. And of course, Portimao is, you know, one of those cities in Portugal. And it's really funny because it's really just this whole circuit is in the countryside of Portugal. And I mean, honestly, most circuits in Formula 1, Formula Nitro, and in racing in general are on the countryside. Well, honestly, though, we're going to see if these drivers can somehow, some way catch up to Zebra Orange, who is leading this race by a large margin so far. After a phenomenal pit stop, a great strategy. But this is what we're looking at. That's the gap right now. Of course, Ruben is still a lap down. He might go wide as Bocco into the wall. And I think he's going to be able to get back to the pack. He's got Kenny right there with him. It's just really going to come down to if he has any track limits. If he has track limits, he's probably toast in this one. But he's been very consistent with his lap time. So I think he's going to be able to catch up right to that pack again. He's just got to keep that pace. And he goes wide, very wide exit. Oh, that's not at all what Bocco wanted. An absolute nightmare for Bocco. And honestly, I don't know what happened there, but really unfortunate for them. And it looks like it is going to be Sakofa, Beast Mode, and Kenny passing the Flying Dutchman of Ruben. Who really isn't the Flying Dutchman today, I have to say. But Sakofa, honestly, they're on the same straightaway as Zebra. Momentarily. And for Sakofa, you love this because the pressure is all on Zebra to make a mistake. And, well, I'll say something. Zebra has been very good. But so have this pack, you know, with Sakofa, Beast Mode, and Kenny. They can definitely catch up to Dom. It just really comes down to what they're going to do here. Are they going to let each other pass, or are they just going to keep on flying? What they're going to keep flying by. They do not want to waste fuel, and that's a very smart strategy. And you got to feel bad for Bocco. He went a little wide in that corner into the hairpin, and ever since then it's kind of fell off a little bit. So honestly, when I look at this Grand Prix so far, what it really looks out of all the things, really, that's more important, if anything, is what comes down to strategy. Because, of course, Zebra is leading, right? But still, the margin is pretty big as well. Well, we'll see momentarily what happens. And it looks like Beast Mode and Kenny gonna just kind of slot behind Sakofa for now. Joachim, another lap car, has to be a little worried at the moment because the red Ferrari, the Scuderia of Zebra, is closer and closer to Joachim each lap, it seems. So that's what the gap looks like at the moment. And let's look at this real quick. Bocco has found himself back in the pack. It looks like he might be able to get DRS off of Kenny. I don't know if that's the case, but if it is, well, it's going to work out well. And it looks like finally they're going to work and get that DRS going. The DRS train at that. And let's see if Bocco could somehow get there. It looks like he's going to force his way through that turtle. Well, of course, when I look at Zebra, he's a champion. He's a driver with so much talent, so much experience as well, over plenty of leagues. But in Formula Nitro, he just seems to just shine at every moment he gets. And you got to give him the credit he deserves. Well, look at this. This is what we're looking at right now on lap 60 out of 67. Zebra trying to hold on to that lead. Sakova and Beast Mode, they got to find a way to get there. It's really going to come down to, honestly, either strategy or just on top of that, it's really going to come down to if they even have enough pace, enough speed to even get the DRS back to Zebra. Zakova is running some really good lap times. So is Beast Mode. So is Kenny. And look at Baco. He's back in the picture. We thought his race was toast. Nope. It's just a little burnt. That's all I say. So lap 61. 6 laps to go in this Grand Prix. Can Zebra hold on somehow, some way? Beast Mode is approaching lap and lap. And this is the thing that's really looking scary, is the fact that I don't know if Zebra is even gaining or Beast Mode's gaining. I do not know, honestly. Well, I don't know. It's lap 62. And this is the gap right now between first and second. So beware. Sakova down the inside. Sakova going wide. It's, of course, the DRS. And a day where Zebra has played a perfect strategy. Similar to what happened to F3. Well, everything is really falling apart for Nas at the moment. That is something I've learned. He was running 105 on the straights. You run normally 111. So I don't know what's going on for him, but it's not ideal at all. And it looks like Zebra just keeps on pushing and pulling away from this pack. I think it's going to be too little too late for Beast Mode, Sakova, Kenny, and Baco. We will see, though. Are any of them going to be short? We're going to find out. This is the gap right now, though. They're gaining, honestly, on Zebra. On lap 64 out of 67. And look at this. This is the gap right now you're looking at. This is for the race. This is for the marbles. And I mean all the marbles. Zebra's been so consistent. Alright, well, here we go. About to reach lap 65. And unfortunately for Kenny, he had to pit. He's got to have a quick splash and he's fine, but just unfortunate for him. Sakova and Beast Mode on the same straightaway as Zebra. Do they have enough time to make a move here and possibly come back? Beast Mode with a track limit warning. that could definitely kill the momentum they had. They had some sort of rhythm going, but it just hasn't been that day, honestly, for them. It's just too little, too late for Mercedes at the moment. It's about to be 1 lap to go in this Grand Prix. In a day where Zebra has had the brilliant strategy. He's got 1 lap to go to finish it all off here. Trying to get his first win of the Formula Nitro season. And well, when you look at it, it has been absolutely deserved for him. He's done such a great job. I mean, it was honestly coming at some point. We knew Zebra was going to win a race eventually. But it's a battle for this second position between Sakova and Beast Mode. Beast Mode down the inside as well. Sakova on the outside. They're still side by side. They're battling for that position. We're going to watch that finish as well. But give the Scuderia some credit. The Ferrari of Zebra Orange. It's not looking orange today. It is looking like it's going to be Zebra Red for Ferrari. Ferrari will win their first race of the season. And it's going to be Zebra Orange winning it. And Sakova in second. With Beast Mode and, of course, Baco. Then after that, you have Ruben. And then it's Silva. They still got to go. Kenny. What a day for him. He's going to finish in that 5th position. A great run for him. Something good for the Red Bull driver. Something to maybe build something out of. And then after that, it is going to be possibly, if I'm not mistaken, it's going to be Tristan? Could be. That's going to be Tristan. And then it's Frost. And then it's, of course, going to be Jacob. So, yeah, that is what happens here when it comes to strategy. It paid off perfectly for Zebra. He did an incredible job today. Give him the credit. Give him the flowers. Give him everything he wants, honestly. And honestly, though, you really have to say the driver of the day, without a single doubt in my mind, has to go to Kenny. I mean, the way he drove today, the strategy, the way he went through everything. I mean, he was having a great time today. A beautiful, beautiful drive. But the podium, of course, Zebra finishing first. Second is Sakova. And then it's Beast Mode in third. That is your podium. It's a 2-3 for Mercedes. They're at it again. Trying to take another Constructors' Championship. But again, Zebra Orange spoiling the party for Mercedes. Well, honestly, a lot of people are asking if this Mercedes 1-2 of Beast Mode and Sokofa would pay off, and well, I have to say it has absolutely done exactly that. And we will honestly see how things go for the rest of the season as we head to Barcelona for the next Grand Prix. And man, what a race and what a Grand Prix. Portimao was a fun one, I have to say, but your first 3 winners of the season are Sokofa, Frost, and Zebra. Then after that, we of course go to Barcelona, we go to Austria. We then go to Monaco for the first time. That's going to be a fun one. Round number 6, and then it's Silverstone. Mill is going to be then Nürburgring, Spa, Zandvoort, Monza, Montreal, Austin for Circuit of the Americas, and of course Interlagos. But what a race. And we will be back next weekend for more Formula Nitro action. Thank you all so much for tuning in to this broadcast of Formula Nitro. We hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, evening, afternoon, morning, whatever time in the world. And ladies and gentlemen, so long from Portugal. We will be back, well, in this area, but this time in Barcelona, in Spain. Have a good one, y'all. We're going to be in the Catalan capital of the world in Barcelona. Have a good one, y'all. And so long from Portugal in Portimao.